Hello everybody, it's Dr. Steve, another episode of Core Wellness TV, and last time we went to the river with Rebecca's dad, and today we're going to the river with my dad. Actually, we're on our property here in Jasper, Indiana, and we're just going to go take a little drive down through the woods. Say hi, Dad.
Hello, folks.
You guys ready?
We're ready.
We're ready to head down
ready, Benjamin?
All right. Benjamin, you ready? All right. Okay, we'll see you in a minute. Well, there goes the couple who wants to buy this property from us. So we're going to take a look around here today and decide whether we want to sell it or not. Maybe you can help us decide. Okay, it butts up against the Patoka River here. Although the river, we haven't had rain in like 2 months, but there's still water in there running. It's a little slow moving river, but it's nice access to water nonetheless. And there's trails throughout here. Might be a nice little place to build a little log cabin. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of really nice big beech trees up through there.
It's like walking
It's a beautiful little hillside. That's a good exercise for you right there. Can you balance on a log and do a battle on a log?
Benjamin, I think you need to put your...
So that's a good balance exercise. Anytime you can challenge your balance, it's a good thing.
Seems like...
Guys, we have found a huge red oak tree, and like I told Dad, it is dead, and when it falls it's gonna make a nice little bridge across the river, but that thing is a monster.
Look at the base of it.
Now there's something important about trees that spills over into health, and it's all about what I teach, and that is how to anchor yourself and grow and expand and renew. And if you look at a tree, I do this metaphor, I teach this metaphor a lot to just about all of my private clients, and in the coaching course we talk about this a lot too. Whenever you are standing or connected to the earth, you have to always be aware of your roots. In other words, like when I'm standing right now, the 3 pillars of my feet are my roots. My support points are my feet. And what I'm going to do is send roots down into the ground and become acutely aware of my support points, just like a tree, anchoring itself. So when you're standing, just imagine that the 3 pillars of your feet, when I say 3 pillars, I'm talking about the base of your big toe, the base of your little toe, and your heel. 3 pillars of support. And you just imagine pushing away and growing and expanding away from those 3 pillars, just like the tree, just like this big red oak does. It is rooted and it is strong, but it is also reaching and expanding towards the sky. It's the natural thing, is to verticalize. Living things like to verticalize. Humans want to be vertical. Babies want to be vertical. So it's so important to understand that simply pushing away and going up is the goal. Getting the feeling of expansion, growth, and renewal, just like a tree. So, and then when you do that, basically your core becomes like the tree trunk, and it becomes solid and stiff like it's supposed to be, and that's what gives you your power. So be like a tree.
Yeah, and this tree is holding on to a pretty steep hillside as well, and that takes a lot of strength.
Yes, it does. Anchor yourself, grow and renew. Expand, grow and renew. That's the lesson of the tree metaphor. Rebecca pointed out that there's a poor root system. We talked about the roots. Now, if you're not aware and your feet are decaying and not moving, you have a poor root system. What happens with a poor root system? Which will be the first tree to go down in a storm? You guessed it. This beech tree, I believe it is, right here, would go down, as opposed to its neighbor over here who is strong and rooted. Okay? So remember, stay strong and rooted into the ground and keep pushing away. I'm going to take a chance to earth a little bit here. You see this big old rock down there? it's important to connect to a rock, okay? And it's important to be able to be limber and dexterous enough and have a good enough balance to do stuff like this, right? So you got to be able to land soft and be able to have a strong core to be able to kind of cushion yourself. Now, if I didn't have a strong core there and I landed, I would have slammed all my joints together. But the stiffness in my center keeps a good. Basically, it's like shock absorption. It distributes and redistributes force. So, anyway, it's just you gotta get barefoot on the rocks as much as you can, whenever you can, just to get those negative electrons, especially if there's running water close by. Rocks and running water, that's where you get the most negative electron, and I've talked about it before. Those negative electrons from earthing act like antioxidants for your body, and there's a ton of research on earthing and grounding that is just amazing to me. Like, immediately, as soon as you earth yourself, your muscle tension drops immediately, and there's graphs and stuff to prove that. Maybe I'll post a couple of earthing graphs on this post underneath here. So, because it's so powerful and so important to understand. So.
And just think about how many hours a day we have shoes on and how much information we actually are designed to get through our feet.
Yeah, feet, your body gets flooded with afferents whenever you have bare feet. You get 24 bones in your feet and, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know how many muscles, but a lot of little bitty muscles. And those things are like sensors for your nervous system. And it's important to have those sensors on. But when you insulate your bottom of your feet with shoes, not only do you cut off the connection to the negative electrons of the earth, you also lose all of that afferents. Actually, Native Americans, a common treatment for back pain, they would run barefoot up and down a riverbank, and that flooded their body with afferents, and afferents blocks pain. It's real important. Like if I stubbed my toe, if you stub your toe in the middle of the night, what do? You rub it, you stimulate it, because when you do that, it blocks pain. So functional afferents blocks pain. And that's why the earthing is so powerful, and that's why bare feet are so powerful, because of all the information that goes into your system.
And like, he's still breathing. He's still breathing. No, and you believe me that I'm a good guy because I was trying to help you.
You don't want to carry a stick. Throw your stick up here.
Just throw your stick up the hill. Oh well. He's got it.
Mom. I'm going up. Grandpa. Grandpa.
Can you do it?
Pretty slick.
Come on.
Slick shale right there. Is that what you call shale?
What is that?
Shale or rock?
You hold my...
But you gotta stay low.
That's how Bear Grylls does it. Has. Show me.
I found some snake skin.
Cool. What kind of snake you think that is? Looks like a nice path, doesn't it? Looks like a path to wellness. That's a nice peaceful path. And it's important to connect with nature as much as you can, and a walk in the woods will do it more than anything. It's very healing. Take the opportunity to earth. Take the opportunity to connect. And remember, it is about the journey and not the destination. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.